Hello, my name is Elizabeth Hernandez, and today I will be talking about strategies that can be used for ELL students. This particular unit focuses on personal narratives, and this is a great unit because it helps you get to know your students. In this lesson, students will continue to explore forms of personal narratives, and today's lesson will focus on anecdotes. Students will recall an anecdote from their childhood and evaluate it to see if they can find a lifelong lesson there from that experience. Students will then create a presentation of this anecdote by using realia or artifacts that will help them illustrate and retell the story. Two strategies that will be used in this lesson will include the use of realia, which we already mentioned, and that's a form of authentic materials. And the second form is graphic organizers. And this basically is just a way of helping students organize and brainstorm just their thoughts on how to find an anecdote. So in the modeling stage of this lesson, I will use an artifact to help me recall my anecdote and fill in a graphic organizer. So I'll have a graphic organizer, which is something like this, and I'll have it either on the board or I'll have it on the smart board. And basically what this does, it's a graphic organizer that helps me brainstorm and fill in the parts of an anecdote. So for example, I have stage 1, which is the introduction. I have stage 2, the beginning, so the beginning of the story. My stage 3, which is the story itself, so all the details in chronological order. I have the end result, so what was the end result of the anecdote. And then the last one, the last stage, is the moral of the story. So what did I learn from this story in my childhood? I'll also use realia. So this is an artifact I obtained during a family vacation when I was very young. And so this is actually what I'll be holding to help me remember this anecdote and this story that I'm about to tell and brainstorm. And so by me modeling this, students will be able to see the thought process going on and also the written process that's happening at the same time. So ELL students will have their own graphic organizer during the guided practice section of the lesson. And not only am I including realia to help me illustrate my anecdote, but I'm also including visuals on my graphic organizer. So of course you have the person holding the sign that says my anecdote. That's again to remind the ELL students that this is about themselves and this story is about themselves. You also have these clouds, so this is also helping them remind themselves that it's about a memory and about a story about themselves. And again, the different stages, they're also in little comic strip boxes, and those are also to remind them that this is where they put the majority of the content. And so again, going through these different stages will suffice for the ELD standards, which is the listening and speaking part and the written part, as well as the just reading through their written portion of their anecdote. So again, I hope that this was helpful for you, and thank you very much.